Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this video I'm going to present my first budget deck for the post-nerfs meta, and it's a Deathrattle Demon Hunter. Deathrattle Demon Hunter has some really attractive cards for a budget deck like Razorbow and Razorbow Beastmaster, just incredibly strong cards that prevent you from being driven off the board. And of course there's also the Illidary Inquisitor, so some really good stuff is available. Deathrattle Demon Hunter's worst matchup has been Paladin, and now with Paladin being nerfed and a bunch of other things being nerfed for Deathrattle Demon Hunter only getting some buffs in form of the Razorbow buff, I figured it might be a good time to work on a budget version of this list. I think there's only really one correct approach to building a budget version of this list, because the full cost versions can have some really expensive cards in them, really big value cards, so you have to go under that. And in a budget version, Tail and Fordring is reliably tutoring for your Illidary Inquisitors, so you gain access to that, and I've also chosen to use cards like Battle Fiend and Sneaky Delinquent, so that I can get more of this early stuff, more explosive, more to the face. Just typical way that you build budget decks in Hearthstone. You don't have access to those really huge value cards, so you go face with what you've got. If you were to upgrade this to a full cost version, you would at least be looking into adding Deathspeak Blackthorn and Cursor's Ashfallen, just spectacular tools, instead of either the Sneakies or the Battle Fiends. And you might also want to go for Nesoth, because there's a lot of different tribes in this deck. Once you got Battle Fiends, then Illidary Inquisitor would be your only demon, so you'd always get Illidary Inquisitor back from Nesoth. It's still inconclusive whether Nesoth build is the better one of these Deathrattle Demon Hunter decks, but it certainly seems like it's possible to build it. But without access to these value tools, just being more aggressive is the way to make budget decks succeed. And I think this might even be the strongest budget deck at the moment. I had a great time with it, hardly felt like playing a budget deck at all, just very, very strong deck. As for the mulligans with this deck, you're looking for your Battle Fiend, you're looking for your Razorbow, you're looking for your Tusk Piercer. If you have some kind of curve, you can also look for Gryphon Beastmaster, also a spectacular card to keep if you can afford it. Just get on the board, never let go of it, and kill people. Now, let's go take a look at budget Deathrattle Demon Hunter in action, and if you enjoyed this content, please subscribe to my channel and like this video. Just barely beating one in the worst class the worst designed class in the history of this game. Barely beating the first one, then having to do it again immediately. That feels bad. Well, I need to get going with the Tusk Piercer. Let's see what happens. What are the odds that I pick up a Sneaky or Razorbow? There's 4 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 in 3. I don't believe in 1 in 3 odds. This time I should have believed in 1 in 3, I guess. But I didn't. Because from here things can get really bad. Let's hope they don't have good tools to handle this now. No apotheoses, please. At least it's going to pull a minion. So it's still something. Okay. Excellent. Sneak is perfectly fine here. Can't target Sneaky with your Holy Smite. Nope. Raging Fell Screamer. Yeah, I suppose Sneaky will take the trade. And Fell Screamer will hit the board. Then Talon next turn. Talon and Fell Screamer, a little weak against Hysteria, I suppose, but it will draw an Illidary Inquisitor, which is going to cost 6. Annoying, but okay. Scalper, I can't play it well. It's fine, we hit the Talon on the board. Priest is still at full health, that is not good. At this point I should have been able to do much more pressure. Didn't exactly have the pressure cards in hand this time. Your mind is not your own. Seriously? Oh my goodness. I haven't seen priests play Cabal for a long time. Well, that went really poorly then. Will be extremely difficult for me to come back from this. Sorry.
You don't pick the ones.
But let's see. Lots of dragons. I haven't been able to deal any damage yet. Doesn't look like I will. Once we get the trade, then that's at least something. They might end up drawing something like a Nucera. So they get... There's 2 Wandmakers, Venomous Scorpion, Cabal Acolyte, and Tail, and there's quite a varied pool there. No guarantees on Priest getting any good stuff.
You don't pick the ones.
Might do something...
You don't pick the ones.
I would want to kill this one now. Oof. Bit too many of these. I could do it with the Dreadlord's Bite. That's probably fine. Use the Dreadlord's Bite to kill that one. But Priest has probably too many resources. They have 10 cards in hand. It seems unlikely that I would be able to push through that. Yeah. I mean, Illidar Inquisitor top deck would have been needed here. Other than that, I don't have a lot of ways to handle this. We'll try to find the Illidar Inquisitors with the skull. I find a couple of them. But I still can't afford to play them this turn. I'll just do that one. Priest probably also has Illusia, so that could be a problem. This will cost 3 and 5, so total of 8 mana. If they have Apotheosis for the dragon, I suppose that ends the game. There are other ways too for the priest to win. Lots of ways at this point. But we'll see. I don't have the Nesot swing or anything, because I'm on a budget. The Nesot version is pretty good, because it just doesn't run out of stuff. Oh dear. That's bad news for me, right? Have to go in. No, this was a mistake, right? Because I'm one off from being able to hit face, yeah. I need an I-beam. There's the I-beam. Then I can hit there, and I can hit there. Then I can hit there, and I can hit there, and then I can hit there. But this still isn't enough. The priest is still happily surviving. I don't have the damage to kill them next turn. I would need a Fury top deck. They would have to struggle with these, and then I need a Fury top deck. There's a bit too much to wish for. Any healing for the priest is immense. If I play my Death Set Cultist, they can just Soul Mirror to steal one. Nah, that has Rush. That has Rush. So I could push 5 this turn. And 5 is not enough. I must not play the Death Set Cultist because there could be... Because there's a chance that the priest finds a Soul Mirror. I need to do it like this. And kill the Talon with that. Now Soul Mirror becomes less attractive because of the Darkspear Berserker. Because then you Soul Mirror, you get a copy of this. Unless they handle it first. Of course they can first... Well, actually, they always get a copy of it. Well, they need to death it. That 5 damage, potentially. So now they must not have Samuro and Apotheosis. If they have Samuro and Apotheosis, then obviously that's huge because of the 4 minions on the board. They don't necessarily have that. And now Soul Mirror is unattractive. We'll see how it goes. David, trying to experiment with aggro deck. Yeah, aggro Demon Hunter didn't really get much. It's most like the Deathrattle thing that got all the improvements. Yep, you can't Soul Mirror. You Soul Mirror and you die.
Come closer. You can trust me.
Okay. Here. I still needed a second Fury. 5, 6. I have 6 damage. I need 2 more damage. I can't play this because they could get a Soul Mirror. There's no other card that matters apart from the Fury.
I grow impatient.
So this is a regular Skull, and we're trying to pick up the Fury. But I fail. There are risks involved with the Beastmaster now. I needed to get a little lucky there. I had 25% to pick up the Fury. That's a little risky, but I think I have to try with it. Okay. I needed second Fury, and the game would have been there. But I couldn't get that. What does the priest find next?
Don't keep your thoughts to yourself.
There are no healing cards left in the deck. No. Okay, so that doesn't give the priest much. But priest might find something else. There's a risk that this pulls a Dead Set Cultist, and then that Dead Set Cultist ends up being copied for the priest. But that was a risk I had to take. I felt that it was mandatory to take it now. Oh, they found my Skull of Gul'dan. 2 cards with the discounts. Who knows? Healing. I mean, that's a random card. It's not even a Discover. It's a random card. And that Skull was by far the best card they could get from that list of remaining cards. What more? Let's pick up the Hysteria. Fury top deck, yes. In the name of all that's good, die, priest. I might keep a Dead Set Cultist against the Hunter. Let's see. Hunter can be tough. Especially if they find Barak and Mankrik, and they kept everything, so this looks tough. Hunter keeping everything, it's just the worst thing. Because then they usually have like Mankrik, Barak, or some crazy stuff like that.
Let me work my magic. Magical.
Can I afford to leave them with the A3 2 up? They could have like Wound Prey or something. But I won't be able to kill this next turn either. Wound Prey, Arcane Shot.
Time grows short.
I think I still have to try the value trade. I think I have to give it a try. Because probably next turn I'm playing the Dead Set Cultist. If they use a spell to kill this, then I'm still playing the Dead Set Cultist there. I take some damage, then the Dead Set Cultist heals me up. And they want to lose 3 damage. That was surprising. I would not have expected them to want to throw away 3 damage, but okay. But yeah, that was really unexpected. Berserkers are a little scary. I can either do a Renowned Performer now, or I can do the Berserker. Which one do I believe in? Performer into tail and never playing Berserkers on the board. It's possible. Or try to get some pressure with the Berserkers. I'll try to get some pressure with the Berserkers. Let's see how it goes. There were 2 different paths here. The one that I chose, we'll see where it leads.
Hungry, aren't ya?
They're always discovering the Thunder Rhino there.
This is not what we stood for.
Trade that one away, and this one goes face. So now they have the 7/6 Rhino. Okay, we got rid of the Felmo. So they have the 7/6 Rhino in hand. That one's coming now. I take some damage, but I'm fine with that.
You don't pick the walks.
I have a fishy flyer here that kills that Rhino. Okay. So they have another 7/6 Rhino somewhere. But it has to kill the minion. I have a Divine Shield Taunt here. So they still need to do some other work first. Hey, many faces. Hi, thanks for the host. Okay, well that can get through my Divine Shield Taunt. That can absolutely get through. So either they got some 3/3 Wolpetingers or they got a 9/8 Rhino, right? A 9/8 Rhino, that's gonna hurt, right? That is indeed going to hurt a little. Can't get a taunt up here. I have to kill the Pack Runner. See what I can pick up with the Wandmaker.
You don't pick the walks.
We'll cut right to the chase. Voila!
Have to kill that. I believe I also have to kill that. Next up, one. It's going to be a 9/8 Rhino. So that deals 8 damage to my face already. And Hunter still has this many cards, so this is looking a little bleak. Okay, so it's a Wolpetinger that they have there. Okay. That's a little less damage. That's nice. Six plus 1, yeah. So this might be survivable after all. Because I have the tools to kill all of these minions here. Piercing Shot. They may or may not have Piercing Shots in that deck. No more Trampling Rhinos. Oh, Kolkars. They did have a Piercing Shot. Well, that's a piece of bad news, of course. I'm going to have to take 2 damage too, right? Yeah, I will have to. What if this goes down to 2 health? It's going to be a little awkward. If I draw out my skull, I won't have enough mana to really do things. Do I have to take the damage?
I grow impatient.
No way, we're putting 11th phase here. Trying to get lethal with the Furies. That was a great top deck. That was a little less great. 7 damage on the board though. And I have 9 damage now. They needed a way to handle both minions. They got it. I can just fishy flyer both of these down now. I can do Furies next turn. I need to hit face. That's 8 mana. I don't need a Skull here. Skull is riskier. Fishy is reliable. I have the damage with the Furies. Hunter needs 7 damage from hand now. They have 1 card. If that's not Barak Kodo Bane, I don't see how they have the damage. Phew. That was a scary game. Yeah, thanks Manyface, yeah. Trying to do some Demon Hunter. I mean, it's winning the vast majority of its games. So that's good at least.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.